warm-hearted welcome to another episode of The Blunt Coach. Today it's only with me. And today it's going to be a quick one, but a very important one. Because one thing I have noticed through my time on this planet, through my own path, that if you want something to be changed, if you really want to make a difference in your life, you have to tolerate your present moment and look at reality for what it is and not for what it isn't. And too often we just lie to ourselves. And we lie because, A, it's normal. Human beings lie. It is part of who we are, and it's not necessarily something wrong or something bad. Sometimes it is in order to protect ourselves. Sometimes it's in order to protect others. However, lying is part of our being. But the question is, does lying to yourself in certain areas really make sense? Does it really serve you? And I want to give you an opportunity today to look into the lies you're telling yourselves, especially when connected to authenticity, because a lot of people come to me and ask me about authenticity. You hear it everywhere. That's an authentic person. And you're like, well, what does that even mean? Isn't everybody in a way authentic? And yes, even putting up a persona that protects you in a way is authentic because it's been created by your system in reaction to something that it didn't know how to deal with. So, but does that persona or does that behavior that you're using in order to stay protected, to stay safe, still serve you? Or has the time already passed where you actually needed that? And I must say my life has drastically changed when I started to be honest. And that began being honest with myself. Not blaming others, but noticing what others do without going into a bias if that is wrong or right, but just acknowledging how it makes me feel, not going into what they intend to do with me by doing that, because I don't know. All of that is based on assumptions, and a life based on assumptions is not real. And then it's really more about how can I be truthful to myself in my everyday's action. And oftentimes things happen around us that we feel like, I don't know how to react to that, or that's really mean. And we go into judging them, into being biased, into finding a good or bad to it. When in fact, everything that we find unfair, unfit, untrue is something that is unfair, unfit, untrue in our eyes, but maybe not in the eyes of the other person. So when we come back to being very truthful ourselves and doing things that, let's put it that way, come from the purest of intentions, we allow others to see us as pure as we are, and we give an open stage. Whatever people do with what we are and who we present ourselves to be in our purest honesty. But we give others the stage to choose to see us truthfully. They can also choose to see us in the way they want to, but nevertheless, the option is there. The people who really want to know you, who really are interested in who you are, will look for your truth. And their system knows when you're being truthful, aka authentic. And therefore, we're going to do a smart, hopefully it's also smart, a small exercise today. And if you're sitting in a car right now, well, you cannot close your eyes, but you can open your ears. If you're sitting someplace where you can close your eyes, I'm inviting you to do so. And I'm inviting you, no matter where you are, to, before you begin, any mind game, by the way, you do, anywhere where you use the ether, the subtle energies, so the mental games also, you want to ground yourselves first because your soul chose to come into a body. A body is heavy. A body needs to be connected to earth, which means you cannot just fly away and use your thoughts and always escape to some other world, which is so easy, fun, and fluffy, without actually grounding yourself, because your body is part of who you are. And the life you chose on this planet in this very limited body, a body that can get hurt, that dies, a body that changes, that transforms, oftentimes not to our liking. On other terms, oftentimes, yes, just thinking about having children and stuff like that. So you want to ground yourself. That body needs to be acknowledged, same as your mind needs to be allowed to be used consciously. So close your eyes if you can, and put both feet flat on the ground if you can. And just breathe into your feet. Breathe into the connection you hold, into the space you feel where your skin is touching the ground. And if it's just touching the shoe inside, but you feel the pressure from the other side. And then you teeny tiny lift your toes. And then you put the pinky toe down, the one next to it, the one next to it, the one next to it, until the big toe. And you really feel into this connection you hold to planet Earth. And you will already feel this like pull. It's almost heavy. Oftentimes people, for example, that have eating disorders, they do not want to ground themselves because grounding feels heavy. But you want that right now. So ground yourself sincerely. Feel how the energy is running through your body, running into the earth and out of the earth, refreshed, coming back like an anchor, like roots of a tree. And the deeper you grow your roots, the higher your branches can go out, and the more your leaves can actually blossom, bloom, open up, and sway in the winds. Now breathe into your feet. Just imagine how your breath is reaching the feet. Don't do any breathing into the belly or into the sides. Just imagine how your breath is flowing down and touching your feet and even a little bit further into the earth. Inhale consciously. Exhale fully. Try to inhale through the nose and exhale through the open mouth. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. One more time. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully. Enjoy the exhalation. Keep the eyes closed if you can. And then just allow a little bit of darkness to fall around you. A little bit of the kind of darkness that is soothing, that is almost like in a mother's womb. Allow that everything around you is almost like it's a mix of silk and velvet. There is dust in the air, and the dust is soft and gentle, caressing your skin. And now I'm inviting you to imagine that somewhere out in the distance of that darkness, there is a star lighting up. It's like a flickering light somewhere in the distance. And you notice that light and you're intrigued by it, you're interested, but you're not getting closer so far. And then somewhere else around you, almost behind you, there's another light. It's another star. And you feel like you're in this universe, and the longer you become part of this universe consciously, the more you connect, the more the stars start to appear. And they appear here and there and here and there. And all of a sudden you're surrounded by stars, and you make yourself comfortable here. And you look at them a little bit closer and you start to understand it's not stars. It's the synapses in your brain. It's actually those little cells that connect to other cells through energy exchange, building a network of knowledge, of knowing, of doing. And you start to become really curious and fascinated by looking into this network. You see they're firing and wiring. Energy is going from one to the next. They try to connect and then, oh, it's not enough. Oh, wait, there's again coming some energy from another place. So this like tiny thread of connection into a synapse, which then all of a sudden fires to another one and builds a new connection. And you're fascinated by that. And you get this like childlike joy. You're like, you understand what's happening. Nevertheless, you don't understand what's happening because it's more than biochemistry. It's more than nature. It's God at play. And I'm going to ask you a couple of questions now. As you make yourself this spot that you sit in this darkness, in this network, in this neuroplasticity at play happening around you, this safe spot, somewhere cozy, somewhere calm. And you sit there and you anchor yourself in that spot, in the darkness, around you firing and wiring. And you ask yourself the following questions. Who are you when no one is watching? Why are you different when in company? What kind of company allows you to feel real and why? What kind of company doesn't? And how can you find safety here as well? Can you allow others to think differently of you without identifying with their image and staying true to yourself? Can you tolerate, really tolerate other lifestyles like you want to be tolerated? Can you allow many different ways, even those you despise of, to coexist without feeling that it has got anything to do with you? Can you find true interest in others and their ways, like you want them to grant interest in you? Can you find interest in how people think about you without feeling judged, without taking it personal, but just being curious about it? What do you dream of really? Beyond what society wants you to dream of, beyond what you think is right to dream of. Why does that maybe differ? What are the next steps to take in order to get closer to the true you? Do you know? Can you detach from the outcome of your path and still trust that it's the right one? If not, why? Can you allow good things to come to you despite your bad experiences? Can you find teachings and beauty in all the bad you have been through? If not, why? How would you feel in your life if everything was aligned with your true you? How does your job, whatever that will be then, make you feel when living an authentic life? How do your coworkers make you feel when living an authentic life? How does your family make you feel when living the true self? How does your love make you feel? And how do your relationships, romantic and non-romantic, make you feel? How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? How do you feel when you go to sleep when living a truly authentic life? Who are you when everything is possible? Now I'm asking you to inform yourselves of those feelings. Make it big, make it emotional, make it truthful, make it sensational. Do not think of the details, just of how it all makes you feel. And trust your gut feeling to show you the way, and your mind to find the tools how to take the next steps. Detach from any outcome. Detach from pretending to know what others think of you. Detach from pretending to know what you think is right or you think you should do. Detach from identifying with your thoughts, for you think your thoughts, but you are not your thoughts. Now speak after me silently, thinking how all cells in your body and all atoms light up the moment you speak internally, how they all get informed and how they are longing to be informed, to learn something new, to rewire, to serve you. Speak after me. I will always know what is right and what is wrong for me. I will always find a good way. All I do is for my personal development. All I do is for serving the people and the world to the best of my abilities. All I do is to be served with what I truly long for. All that happens to me offers a lesson to learn and to level up. I am ready to master my life. I have all the tools I need. I am tolerant and kind, open and interested. Like I seek tolerance and kindness, interest and openness in others. I acknowledge my fear and shame whenever it arises and take it with me as a reminder to stay truthful to myself. I tolerate my negative feelings in gratitude as a reminder to check in with myself, whether my path is still truthful or not. I do not expect myself to know everything, and therefore always know what I need to know. I carry peace inside of me. I am part of the field of abundance. I am health and growth in its essence. I know that I know nothing, and therefore always keep staying interested and playful. I know that I know everything, for I am part of the universal knowledge, and therefore find trust in my inner guidance system. My northern star is when my gut feelings light up with a clear yes or a clear no. If it's not a clear yes, it's a no. I have bravery, and when I don't, I allow to sit with a fear for a while until bravery finds me again. I live my own timing, and I will reach my goals in the right time. My life is full of riches and joy and connection and love. I am love. I am abundance. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful for who I am. Now allow a smile to draw on your face. Allow to just sit with this feeling for a moment. Allow to listen to that over again. You can do that whenever you feel like, and bring back now your attention into your body, out of the darkness, through the third eye point, entering back your body, feeling the inside of the shell that makes your body, feeling how you fill that body out, noticing how you inherit this vessel that carries you through this life, and starting to really enjoy that you're coming back into what your soul chose to be and to do here on this planet. And notice that everything will reveal itself to you in the right time. And it will be even faster the more conscious you are, the more open and curious you are, like a little child, like you've never known anything before. Soaking in everything that comes with curiosity, love, and openness. And now take a deep inhalation and a full exhalation. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Shrug your shoulders, roll your neck, shake your wrists, and if you can, stomp your feet a little bit. And then welcome back. If you want, you can rub your hands, wake up your nervous system. All forms of moving your spine now is really great. So the liquids get moving inside of you and you come back to life, enjoying this day, enjoying your week. And I'm looking forward to having you again soon here at The Blunt Coach. Bye.